Well, hello there, everyone. My name is Zakia Ringgold, and you are tuning in for our inaugural Super Soap Sunday. You can find me on livesoapschool.com as well as byzakia.com. And this Sunday, I really wanted to make soap, so much so that I have already measured out the lye solution. My lye tanks are hooked up and ready to go. We have soap to cut. We have to update a website. I have a ton of raw ingredients that I need to take inventory for. And I figured we would do a little bit more in terms of giving you some behind the scenes of what it's like to be a business owner and why it's not all the, I don't want to say glitz and glam, because I don't really think anybody truly believes that it's glitz and glam of just what you see on social media. But there is so much more. I think that's becoming a theme aside from more than soap. But there's so much more that goes on behind the scenes. I have my goggles on because I just mixed up the lye solution that's sitting over here. But number one, if you've never been here with me before live or even seen some of the pre-recorded videos, welcome. If you are a member of Soap Nation, loud and proud, welcome back. What I do is I see we have some thumbs up and some hearts. I can't really see how many people are watching. Don't know why that is, but welcome. So for all of you that are a part of Soap Nation and you're wondering, how do I become a part of Soap Nation? Tune in, like the video, subscribe, take a class, get some soap. Just being here makes you a part of Soap Nation. So a lot of you saw when we made these 3 batches of soap. I'm hoping that it does not pop my soap cutter. But I went to a product photography workshop. In case some of you don't know, let's see. Tawana is here saying, "Hey, girl. Hey, hi, Tawana. How are you?" So I went to a product photography workshop. Um, if you look at any of my pictures on my website, they leave a lot to be desired because I just kind of snap a picture and keep it moving. But as I go out and I'm building the brochure for wholesale clients and all of that, I really knew that I needed to do something to improve the product photography. So before I get started on cutting this, I'm going to show you some of the goodies I got, and I'll do a before and an after. Before I go on, I should thank Adeline Coe of Sabbatical Beauty because she agreed to host the session. I'm the president of the New Jersey chapter of the Soap Guild, and we do programming probably about once a quarter. And so Lucier is hey on the so I'm glad you're commenting on both Facebook and YouTube because I now know that we've landed at least in 2 of the 6 places that we're supposed to be. Laura is here. Laura is our twin in Lorraine. Laura and Lorraine are twins out in California. They have been rocking with me since 2015. Before I knew I was going to be the soap lady and all of that, they've been here like, go ahead, girl, put your leg up. What? Go ahead, girl, put your leg like this. They say all that. And I'm sure their dog is probably running because I just sang. And we also have Pampered Sisters. Chris is here. So let me tell you about the goodies. So I am Queen Extra. I always go above and beyond in terms of things that I actually need, right? But if you are a handmade product owner, you may be wondering like how to up your game and all that other stuff. Aside from making a phenomenal product, if I do say so myself, aside from making a phenomenal product, sometimes, especially if you're an online only business, raise your hand if people can only find you online. I'm one of those people. Your website is that first impression. So even if they didn't get to see you making it live, they didn't get a chance to kind of interact with you because when you're in person, you get to say, oh yeah, this has the most luxurious organic coconut oil that's going to make your skin glow. You don't get a chance to do all that when they land on your website. And sometimes a picture is worth 1,000 words, and these live videos hopefully come across with like millions and millions of words, things I don't even get a chance to say. And so when I went to the product photography workshop, Adeline did an amazing job just kind of making sure we understood some of the basic tips. I did do a write-up on that on the Live Soap School blog. I think it's the last post that I've done. So if you want to look for some of the things I'm going to show you and some of the tips that she shared, go over to that particular website. First things first, this was one of the things I got, and it's a selfie stand. Now, guys, hold on. I am the queen of tripods. Do you hear me? I have about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 tripods. Tripods are the gift for live streaming, and I guess they're also the gift for reels, because I mean, reels are like taking off. It can be shorts on YouTube, it can be reels on Facebook, reels on Instagram. They're all copying TikTok. But get your real life up, because I'm doing that now. Kind of, sort of, not really. But the problem that I have is they're kind of big and clunky. And what Adeline had showed us was this tripod. Now, I'm going to give you the pros and the cons of both of them, because I've been using it to kind of record in the background, and it's just not a great experience for me. You are good. We have new dogs. So Laura is saying that I can go ahead and sing because they do have new dogs over there. All right, so this is, I don't know the name brand of it, but again, this isn't for you to go out and buy stuff, but just to kind of show you how I've been using these things. And then if it's something that you may need in your arsenal, definitely consider getting it. So the thing about this is it adjusts to different positions. It comes, like, you might see it as an Instagram ad, a Facebook ad, even on YouTube and on Amazon. They go as low as $49, and I've seen some as high as $149. To me, I think this is a $30 tripod, if I'm being honest. Lauren Bishop is here. I love your videos. Continue the excellent work. You inspire me. I'm starting out as a new soap maker. I love new soap makers. I really do. I'm not selling anything, but if you're looking for something, I did publish how to make and sell soap, answers to the top 50 questions. And hold on, this is my little bit of advertisement there. I have a special section in here, advice for new soap makers. And I'm going to read this one only because you're here. And my number one piece of advice for new soap makers is to create your own lane. When I first started making soap, I went where there were no other soap makers. While this wasn't intentional, this just so happened to be the way it worked out. This proved to be a very wise decision because there was nothing to compare myself to, and I created my own niche community. I can't tell you how many times I see soap makers swimming up and down the same stream, attempting to make the same products and call it unique because they made it by hand. How many times have you scrolled Instagram and seen the same post that has the same picture of the soap on the perfect background with the caption, skin-loving ingredients? I have always found enjoyment in the craft, and that's because I enjoy seeing what will happen. My tribe is there right along with me for the ride. I'm not on a quest for perfection. I'm on a quest for discovery. That's why I share with my community and my customers, not picture perfect Instagram posts. If you have been making soap for a while and it has become mundane or you lack enjoyment, ask yourself, what are you after with every batch? Now, there's more. I probably went too far with that. But I say all that to say is this is a book. It's kind of like 50 things that I wish somebody would have told me. And it's called How to Make and Sell Soap, Answers to the Top 50 Questions by moi, Zakia Ringgold. So I highly recommend this book for new and experienced soap makers. And now that we've gotten off on that tangent, that ad was brought to you by Live Soap School, a.k.a. by Zakia. Dr. Virginia says you make phenomenal products. Okay, because this is going to go too, thank you, Dr. Virginia. This is going to go too long. So the idea with this, the problem is I always get the Pro, I don't need a flashlight. I always get the Pro Max cameras. And as you'll see, what this does is it allows you to open, if I can open it, it has like a little stand here for your phone. Now, if I was just doing a regular video, this would be fine, right? But I need overhead shots. And because I have this oversized phone, you can see it doesn't stay in that position. And then when I go to actually bend it, let's lift it up. It has like this little nozzle here that allows you to bend it. Bend. Shoot, Caroline. That's going to be a great... See, if I was going to make a reel, that would be a great outtake, right? So it allows you to bend it like so. But watch what happens. When I go to shoot the video, it captures this little pink part on the inside. I think I can switch you guys over. Hold on. I don't want y'all to see my password. Hold on. Let's go to camera. Look at this making me a liar. Will it grab my iPhone? No, I don't see my iPhone. Oh, I know how I can. I don't have the plug for the iPhone. Just take my word for it. But it's capturing this, and I can't extend this because, like, if I'm making soap, I don't want that falling like into my batch as I'm making it. So if you're doing something like that's not as hands-free, or if you're just doing like a front-facing video camera kind of thing, this works well. It does have, I don't think I charged it. Yeah, the battery died on here. So it does have a selfie light on the front and the back. It's not that great. It just gives you a little more lighting. And so that's what this is here. So if I push this down, take that off, it does make it easy. Like if you wanted to get a shot this way, that way, you could. And it also has a remote control. So you know how sometimes when you're doing, you probably don't, I don't do TikTok. Paige does our TikTok videos. But if you're doing TikTok videos and you have to hold the shutter button, I just still haven't figured out how to do that, right? This Bluetooth wise connects to your phone so that you can do your little TikTok, do your dancing, your singing, whatever you're going to do, and then stop recording when you want to by letting go of the shutter button. So this was one of the things that was recommended. I do like it if I'm just doing like these kind, if I can get it right. If I'm doing just kind of this kind of thing where I'm just talking to people and like having a whole conversation. But if it's more of a product demo one, I still prefer my tried and true Archon mount. This baby has been with me for about 7 years. Probably need to turn it. Because it holds it secure. I can adjust it however I want, and it does not get, shoot, I didn't tighten it, guys, but it doesn't get the base of this in the shot. So that was one of the things. I do like this. It's just, if I've used this for so long, I think I'm just kind of used to it. But that was one of the things. Now, let's talk about backdrops, because sometimes, like me, I started in my dining room, and still I don't necessarily have a space in here that'll allow me to get a clean shot. And a clean shot is necessary for posting my products on Amazon. Like you need like a white background. Yes, Pep is here. What it do? Pep is Detroit. I feel like she's Detroit. What up, though? That's what you're supposed to say when you're speaking to somebody from Detroit. Thanks for sharing. No problem. So, backdrops. Now, I haven't used any of these. I just took them out of the box so that we could experience it together. We're going to cut some soap in them. I will post them in my stories, also in the community tab on YouTube. So you tell me which backdrop works best for product photography, right? So white, no, I'm just playing. So here it has like that marble fake faux with the light glaring all off of it. Hold on, let me get a pair of scissors. Do I need scissors? No, you don't need scissors. So right here. Now it's kind of small. So depending on but we make small products, right? The handmade products are pretty small. So let me bring it. Let's switch you this way. Right here. Can you guys see that? So it kind of looks like that really nice background that you could use. But let's see what else we got, shall we? Yes, we shall, Carol Ann. All right, so that's one. Another one, oh, the wood grain. Let's see. Like they should put the opening at the same place, at the same spot on every single one. We are up to 29, which is very good. Looks great. It's Queen Zakia. How's it going? Hey there. We also have Tammy here. How are you, Tammy? Blessings. Hair care? Looks good. Okay, you like that one. All right, good, good, good. All right. So this one is the wood grain one. So you can imagine putting one of your products in front of it, and it's not just about the backdrops. That's something I learned in the workshop that we will get to in a second. So we got that one. Then we got this one. For Amazon, I do need a 100% white background. It can't, like, you can have lifestyle shots as well, but the main product photo has to be on a white background. So we also have this one, and the light is washing that out. Let's try the other camera. Still, light's gonna wash it. And you would have like better lighting, of course. And it wouldn't be me holding it. You'll see. We'll do one together. And there's another. I have more though. Like these are the small ones. And I'll probably use the small ones for the individual bars. And then I have a neck size up and then a much larger size. So I got 3 sizes. And then I also got photography props. So we'll see how that works in a second. And I think there's a reason. I should have did this as Amazon Live. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, there you go. That one. And there's one more in here. I'm probably going to have to go and watch a YouTube on actually how you're supposed to set it up. YouTube University. That's where we go. Oh, you gave me the thumbs up. Yeah, right? Okay. So here is the, I like this one. It's like our concrete jungle. So, oh, you can see it much better from here. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So that's all of those. Now, let's bring you guys back this way. Now, it comes with these little things that you create your 4 corners with. Now, I don't know how this goes. Let's start there. Do I take that off? Slide that in. That's how you do it right there, Carol Ann. Let's do this side. Now, that could be your back wall. But I guess it's all in your angle, right? Because how would you prevent all right, let me get a quick shot and I'll airdrop it so you all can see it. Like that would be our concrete jungle soap. Right? Now, again, we are not, this is not what we're going to post on Insta or on the website, but just showing you all. I love the brick is bricking. You hear me? I really like the brick. Let's airdrop this and then I'll be able to bring it up. So that's the one size that we got, right? So I'll put this behind our loaves. Just like that, right? Oh, that would be good too. Put the white backdrop on the bottom. What'd I do with the, here we go. Let's see. I think they connect with one another. I probably had that in wrong. Right? So whatever the bottom one is should go here. And then the top one. Maybe. Oh, wait a minute. Wood grain and brick. Add some of the other boards to the bottom. Turn the L. Thank you guys. See, this is why you do stuff live. People ain't gonna watch you fail. They're gonna be like, girl, do it this way. Thank you guys, because you know. Bam. Right? So you have that. Then you put your thing. And then you can mix and match like what you want to go on there. And let's see. Let's see what we get. Camera. Oh, look at that! Ah! Wait a minute. Let's bring that up. I don't know if y'all can see that. Can y'all see that? I see that. Sorry for yelling. Sorry for yelling. But it really, let's go ahead and decline that. Paige's friends are on FaceTime all the time. So we're probably going to get about 3 more rings in a moment. So that's what that is. I'm going to leave this as the background. Or no, because I need my table space. So I'm going to put these off to the side because and there's more. And there's more. There's more, Carol-Ann. So much more. All right, so that's the first size. So if you just have like an individual bar, that one should work well. The next size up are these here. So when I do, and they're double-sided, here, let's take it out of the plastic. And there are tons and tons of patterns that you can pick from. I don't have that kind of eye yet to be able to know which ones I want. But this one is one. Let's see. Right there. Right? So it's that one there. And then this one is pure white. So I'll be able to use this one for the Amazon listings. Yes, Natural Soap will be on Amazon as of January the 1st, 2023. Shop at By Zakia as much as possible. But if you so happen to be checking out on Amazon, you can buy there too. Nice use the first 2 right there. Yes, I like the first 2. And these are probably going to be for shooting the videos of me making the products. So you don't have, like, the background in here is good for when we're live streaming. But when we are trying to repurpose that content, it does get pretty hard and distracting with so much going on. So if I want those really captured shots, this will help me to do just that. And then there's this side, which is the darker brown there. And then this side, which has the lighter brown. Again, don't know how to set those up. I feel like I'm missing something. But we'll find out. No, I know where they are. So aside from the backdrops, for those lifestyle pictures, what Adeline showed us was to use just basic props, right? So we got all kinds of props. Oh, here's the thing for that. I knew I had stuck it in here. Yeah. Yep, so they all have those L brackets. So let's see. Do you keep the plastic on when you put the L brackets on or no? I'll go back and watch the video. But I think no. Where's the wrong one? I really like this dark wood. Or no, let's go with the white because that's what we need. See, this is why I end up losing spatulas, thermometers, because I just take stuff out and then just start moving. All right. I'll do that way. Chris was the first one that said, no, put it in this way. And that's perfect because I wasn't doing it right. And I think this one, no, one of them can be 3D. So you have like a little box, like a picture box. All right. Okay, you guys know what a white background looks like. So we're going to do this side just so there's some contrast. Oh, and it like there's like a little spot in here for them to connect into one another. Oh, I see what you did there. No, that's not it. Okay, that's not exactly right. Congratulations. There should be L anchors for that pack too. Yes, there are. Thank you, Dr. Virginia. Nice, use the first two there. Oh, that's old. Okay, so I'll figure this whole thing out, but you guys are getting what I'm saying, right? So the other part of the workshop was using props to create some dimension within your photos, right? So instead of just having the soap sitting there like that, you can get, and these were just different geometric shapes that I got. Like maybe we wanted to put the soap in like that little unicorn kind of thing there. Now, of course, that color scheme does not work. That color scheme doesn't work, but you can use these different elements to add some dimension and character to the pictures. And then when you zoom in really close and you're getting the product, you're not overdoing it, and then you're using the natural lighting from the sunlight outside, that really, really helps as well. Did I miss? Be sure to hit the button. Thank you. Thank you. Don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and the ding. If Paige was here, she would say, don't forget to hit the ding, ding, the bell button. And then these are mirrors to get a double side, like just a different kind of, here, let's take this off. Where is, see, these nails are way overdue, but there's like a little plastic coating on top. I mean, they did too much with that. Come on. If I wasn't on camera, I would use my teeth. But I'm on camera, so I'm going to act like I got a little bit of class. Hold on. Let me get a knife and see if I can get that off. I can't get it off, guys. It's like an exercise in futility at this point. But the idea is you would take a picture of your soap and it has the dimensions of your soap coming back to it. Oh gosh, I can't block you from here. Oh, there we go. Let's ban. Okay, you're banned. Hopefully that's gone. Herbal Root Woman, how are you? Very good to see you. So number one, I forgot that we're live. Yes, it is Super Soap Sunday, and we are typically making soap. I will not leave you hanging. We have a 30-pound batch of triple butter blend to do, as well as a lemongrass soap. However, there's a lot that happens before the product actually shows up online for you guys to be able to purchase, or for me to even be able to press the go live button. So as we were coming out, I say we, it's only me, but I feel like we're a community. But as I was coming out to the soap studio, I said, yep, here's another broadcast. Share what you learned. So if somebody else needs the information, hopefully it's helpful. So I am the president of the New Jersey chapter of the Soap Guild. And we hosted a product photography workshop for members. And we did that in late October, Halloween. And when we did that, Adeline Coe of Sabbatical Beauty, if you guys have not seen amazing product photography and incredible products, I recommend that you go and take a look at her website, which is sabbaticalbeauty.com. Like, you know how professors go on sabbatical for a little while? That's the word I'm saying, because I know sometimes I say soap and people think I say silk or soup, but soap. Um, and so she held a really good workshop, and there were some really basic tips and some props that she shared with us. The number one tip was to use natural light as much as possible. Today would be a beautiful day for me to be outside taking pictures with like the fall leaves and all of that. If you have to come inside, the winter months, it's raining, you got to get the product out there, you can use different props and backgrounds and backdrops in order to kind of create just some basic pictures as well as some lifestyle pictures for people to be able to picture themselves with your products so that you can load those on your website, load those on social media, and even use them in your reels and your shorts. Or if you're still printing wholesale catalogs or magazines about your products, getting a quality shot is a way for that first impression. If people aren't interacting with you on a live stream or actually at an event, that's how they'll be able to say, maybe I'll try that. So that's what we are catching up on now. Hi from Philadelphia. Hello, Charmaine, my fellow Philly sister. How are you? Funny, I'm on a camera or I would use my I'm so serious. You know, you got to get fancy on camera. You can't be doing everything that you normally would. So what we did was we just unboxed a few of the things that I have gotten from the workshop. So some of them are these geometric shapes for props and all of that. I'll show you all of the shapes and then you'll see them come to life. If you're not connected with me on Instagram, I am Live Soap School and Natural Soap by Zakia on there. So whichever tickles your fancy, I post on both of them. You'll see how I start to use these geometric shapes and these backgrounds to create different images for the products that I'm making, the packaging, the whole process behind the scenes. So just basic shapes, and they come in all colors, but I figured white is easiest. It gives you a good contrast. And so that's what's inside of this bag. And there's a lot of them. There's a ton of them. So that was what was all in this bag. And then could you imagine having like different steps with a product? Like the little, look, these. Our little herbal skincare, right? If I put these on here, hopefully they don't fall, make a fool out of me. Like, what's your skincare routine? We use, right? And then maybe have, I don't know, one more for good measure, the big one. And down they go. But you know, if it wasn't live, that wouldn't matter so much. But you kind of get what I'm saying. So I'm going quickly because there's still soap that needs to be made. So that was what we talked about there. And then I'll experiment with the backdrops, how I set up the soap. These backdrops can even go with me outside. So if I do want to get that amazing sunlight, I'll be able to do that and then still have a consistent background. Naturally mellow. Well, hello. And you're fine. I'm so glad to hear that. Charmaine, I feel like I've seen you live before, but if not, welcome. And if I have, welcome back, girl. All that fun stuff. All right, so I'm just going to put these in here, and then I'll show you the last large ones that we got in terms of backdrop. And then we're going to go ahead and get this soap cut and this soap made for our Super Soap Sunday. So, if you haven't already gotten your coffee or your lunch, now would be a great time to do that. I'll pull these back. Oh, I gotta be careful. I feel like every time okay, it's not bad. You gotta check all of your angles. Make sure you ain't on here acting crazy. All right, I'm gonna take this off. And then this does help me when I come back to know, well, where did this little piece go, or where did I put so and so? I can look back on the video and see that I dropped everything over here or over there. Oh, and this is another one of the props here. So you could put like a bar of soap in here. Another bar of soap in there. Come on into the light, Carol Ann. Now, it doesn't look so good here because you got everything else going on. But hopefully you're picking up what I am putting down. All right. So they are the other ones. So far we have 7 of the backdrop. Well, it's more like 10 because some of them are double-sided. And last but not least is the largest of them. Now, this was overkill. I probably ain't need this. I still haven't figured out how to get this out of out of the packaging, or where in the heck I'm actually going to sit this to be able to take a picture with it. But it's a photography backdrop with a stand, right? So I did try cutting it. So let's cut the other side. Is my address loud and proud on there, Lord? All right, we gotta fix this. This one may have to come down. All right. So again, I am somebody who loves the concrete jungle, being a city girl and all. Not like the Rat Fruit city girls, but a city girl nonetheless. What's this? Oh, it's like a little pole thingy majigger. This might be the one right here. How much time you guys got? Because me trying to put something together on a live stream typically doesn't go as planned. There's no instructions with any of this stuff. Well, I mean, it was very economical the way they packaged it. I mean, I would have never tried to sell a product like this because the shipping on it has to be insane. Good afternoon from Charm City, Baltimore. How are you? Is that Senator Bulworth? Long time. How are you? Long time no see. I know everybody loves Z in Baltimore, but I'm glad to see you. I know your next question is, where is Paige? She is with her aunt. I think they're doing some fun stuff in Center City today. They've opened up Christmas Village here in Philly, so my aunt is all about being out and about for the holidays. Me, on the other hand, I see something else in here. That's why I'm taking my time trying to get it out. Okay, let's just cut it. Baby girl, you need to cut it. Now it wants to go down. You dirty rat. All right. This is probably not the broadcast. We're going to figure out how to put this all together. Wait, there's still more? But we'll see. All right. Now, this part. I mean, the packaging on here is impeccable. My gosh. There's no way you were getting this saying that it came damaged. No way. At all. Probably. There she is. Still, it's, oh my gosh. And there's more. You gotta be kidding me. This is like opening them CDs back in the day. That's why CDs ain't last. It ain't had nothing to do with no daggone iPad. The packaging. Or I'm sorry, iPod. Ah! Jesus, Weeze, Becky. Hey Melissa, wishing you and yours much happiness through Christmas and the New Year. Hi Melissa, I still gotta get my shirts. All right, let's see. If anybody has this, please do share how I'm supposed to put it together. So this comes with several. Oh, I think I know what to do. These feel heavy. This is T-shaped background. There are instructions. Look at me talking trash. There are instructions in the smallest portion of the container. All right, let's see what we got. Step 1, remove the screw at the bottom of the metal rod. Was that this screw? Because there's no screw in here. It was already done. So we can skip step 1. Step 2, no, that's step 3. Use the screws to fix the metal spreader bar on the base. Aha! You guys have, there's no way that's going to stay on there. There's no way. Because the drill, look at this. Oh, it's foam. It'll go through. Never mind. I was about to talk trash. But let me show you. You know me, right? Look. So it has like that hole, but then the back is not cut out all the way. But this is foam, so it should push right through. Damn. Look at that. I moonlight as an architect when I'm not making soap. All right. And then we put this part on. Like so. I mean, it's kind of on there. And then it says, install the metal crossbar on the support rod. I mean, so easy. Zakia could do it. Bam. Now, the only thing, we'll find out in a minute. It's like, so I'm showing you all this because, like, these are the thing. Like, how do they end up with that stuff? They do stuff. Oh, so it gets higher. Like, how do business owners like figure this stuff out or end up with that post that you see on social media? Like, this is how. Like, they find these little different things that they can use, and then they create the post, or they just take the picture. That's what I do. I just take the picture, and then I guess that is supposed to hold. The only thing I don't know, or that isn't really clear to me, is this the support, and that don't look so secure. Like that. How high up does this go? I think that's as much as we're getting. I don't really know how that's going to work because this is huge. Step 4, adjust the height of the stand. Oh, one piece of paper. Yeah. Two pieces of paper in T-shaped stand. Okay, so let's start with one piece. Let's show you what we got in terms of the, I'm going to just take this plastic off. Because I know I'm never going to be able to get, I might be able to roll them to get them back in. Right? So, We got, again, more concrete. And they're double-sided, right? So we got this one as well. And sorry for the lighting, it is washing it out a bit. We also have this marble-like one. I really like this one. And then the back of this is like this. So that's 4 backgrounds just with those two. Then we have the brown. And the other side is that wood grain again. So that's 6. I don't know. This one here. Like, this would be good against our triple butter blend because there's so much color in here. And then there's this one here on this side. I like that too. That's 8. Oh, this is the last. No, it's 2 more. Then there's this one here. And that side. Again, that's washed out with the light, but you can see that one. And then the last one is this one here. So we got a total of 12 backdrops with this. Okay. So what we'll do, according to the instructions, we clamp that, and clamp that. If I can clamp it the right way. You get your product somehow like that. And then you take your picture. It's a lot of work to get a picture. But again, you set it up. I don't know that I would have it up that high because I need more bottom. Right? So, what is it? Lefty loosey, righty tighty? No. I don't feel secure at all. No, I probably didn't do that part right. But then here, you have more of a black and brown. Everything will pop off. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I agree, Tammy. Let me bring you up there. Yep, for sure. All right, so I will be experimenting with all of these and all of my goodies. I'll show you. This little T-clamp thing is definitely not put together correctly. Look, if I let it go, that baby is, it's dripping. It's gonna fall. So let's not. There we go. Now, the smart thing would have been, never mind. So I'm just going to put this off to the side. But the thing I like about it is it's very easy to get it out of the way once I'm finished. So off to the side, put this here, and we're going to go ahead and get our 30 pounds of triple butter blends made. So hopefully for those who stuck around for that part, this shows you a little bit of the, I guess, the creative side, or the side that you guys don't get to see, but we're always working on different things behind the scenes so that we can try and present the products in a different light, or just something unique that you see online. So no 2 pictures and no 2 bars ever look the same. I am your biggest fan. Levi, how are you? Looks like the Cosmos. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get our apron on because, number one, black holds on to everything, and you'll see on this apron there's soap stains everywhere, so this will help to not have soap stains. Let's see. I do have, first of all, let me pull up the recipe that we're using. Hold on. Let me do a quick calculation so I know how much. All right, calculator. So behind me over here, what you all are seeing are my lye tanks. The lye tanks allow me to pre-measure my recipe so that I don't have to spend as much time cutting down everything and waiting for it to melt. So, in here, there is castor oil, olive oil, coconut oil, shea butter, and jojoba oil. And this pot has all palm oil. So what I'll do is I'll measure out one part of the recipe in here and the other part. We are doing 30 pounds of natural soap. And so that means I don't have a pot big enough to hold 30 pounds of soap. So I do 15 pounds in this container, 15 pounds in this container, and then I pour them into the pot. Now, before we go about cutting more soap, making more soap, we should probably cut what we already have. So we have these 3 batches. I have let them sit way too long, which means hopefully they're not too hard and I don't pop a string here on the soap cutter. But I now know how much I need for the recipe. All right, so I get a little bit of parchment paper here, like so. So I'll have somewhere to put the soap as we cut it. We're going to start out by cutting the crushed oats and honey, which is this one here. I don't need that towel there. So this one is crushed oats and honey. This is a 7.5 pound block of soap. It is made with our base recipe, but to that I add raw organic honey and then finely ground oats. This is the batch of soap that you want to use if you want to exfoliate your skin gently, but also leave it moisturized. I have popped all the strings on all of my soap cutters with the exception of this one. And so this one only gives me 11 bars per cut. Oh, it's not too bad. Oh, it's not too bad at all. But I get a little more waste on this one if I don't cut it the right way. So you'll be able to see, you won't be able to see. Hold on. Let me turn this light down. Oh. Let's see. Oh, that's too dark. Hold on, let me adjust you. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to adjust the light so it's not so much of a glare. And the sun is we're actually at golden hour because the sun is just kind of gleaming over here. So there's not much I'm going to be able to do about that. So here is the crushed oats and honey. Every bar is going to look identical. You can see that we got a partial gel. So you can see like there's a ring in the center. What that means is that the outside cooled faster than the inside, which is typical for back here because it's much cooler in the back garage than it is in my house. It's just aesthetic. It doesn't do anything. You kind of want it to have that consistent gel throughout. But you know, we can say that's highlighting. And we also put turmeric in this one as well. So you're also seeing a little bit of those speckles within the bar. All right, so let's keep cutting. Get them all done. And then that way we'll be able to go ahead and cut the rose soap, and then we'll also cut the activated charcoal. I'm not going to have as much waste as I thought. I'll just have one little teeny tiny end piece there. And so you'll see them all over here. And you can see like the little sprinkles of the oatmeal in there. It's kind of cute. I like it anyway. And then I have this little end piece here. End pieces are great for testing your leather. All right, and now what I'll do is I will just wipe the strings, and these are guitar strings on here, or they might be piano strings. Don't start me lying. But they're stainless steel strings, but just so that I don't get the crushed oats and honey onto the rose soap and the rose soap onto the activated charcoal, I just wipe them down, kind of like just going down like that. And then we can put our next one on. So this was the rose. Oh, I should mention every single one of these batches split down. This one smells so good. The other two are unscented. But this one has like a cherry merlot. I like, as I pulled it up to the side of my face, it hit me. But yeah, this one is a scented one, but every one of them cracked down the middle. I'll bring it closer so you can see it. What's that on here? It's like I have some kind of something. All right. So you'll be able to see, you see that crack? That means it heated up while it was in the mold. Some soap makers go crazy when they see a crack. I do not. And the reason I don't is you will see, once we cut the bar, you don't see the crack. If you do, it kind of looks like it's part of the swirl. Unless you have like a really intricate design, then that's another story. So we'll go ahead and cut this one. Cut that one too small. And then we have the French green clay, and then we also have the rose clay in here. So you're going to see the pink and the green inside as I cut them. But these smell really nice. And I did test the lather on here when I was washing the soap pots. And then we just take them off just like that and line them up. And then they'll cure for about a week and a half, tops. There's a big controversy going around about a 50-50 lye solution, which tells me that most people who are claiming to be soap makers don't necessarily understand the soap making process, but there's nothing wrong with a 50-50 lye solution. That's for another broadcast at another time. Not today, but really study the soap making, and then you'll understand why there's nothing wrong with doing a 50-50 lye. It's Josiah. Hi, JoJo. How are you? Tell your mom I said hey. Josiah came here and he made bath bombs, sugar scrubs. We didn't do melt and pour when he was here, but he's my #1 fan because we both have a love relationship with the VR headset. He enjoys playing the VR headset, and he's a great kid. So, hi JoJo, how are you? Thanks for watching. All right, so we're going to wipe this down just like that, and then we'll cut the activated charcoal in kaolin clay. I do need another piece of parchment paper. How long have we been going? Oh, you guys hanging in there. Almost 60 minutes. My overtop view is, my camera's dead. That one's broken. Let's see, is this one a better view if I bring you this way? No. See, you're getting the same sunlight over here. My overhead camera, that I didn't charge that battery. I'm so sorry. That's why I think we probably should hold off on making the soap, because, I mean, you guys don't want to just watch. You want to see what's in the pot. So we won't make the soap live. I'll record that and load that as a video on YouTube so you guys can see it. I'll wait until that camera, because it's not the same. It's not the same if you're just watching that part. Now, I should have had a side view recording so that I could make a reel. That would have made more sense. And then this one is our activated charcoal and kaolin clay. This is for people who have acne-prone skin, or they have really, really oily skin, because the activated charcoal will naturally pull toxins from the skin. This one is harder. And the clay helps to dry out all of that excess oil in the skin. All right, the best part is always the inside. Can you guys see that? It's very, very pretty. And art and soap making is always in the eye of the beholder. Here's the inside of that one. And that side, and then the top also has a little bit of a swirl going on. Boom. You know what I'll do? what I'll do is I will, after we finish cutting, I'll do a recap of this. You all go grab some lunch or whatever you need to do, and I'll come back in about 20-ish minutes and we'll make the soap, because I'll swap out one of these cameras with the overhead camera so you can actually see the whole process. And so here's this one here. Oh, look at that. Look at that one. But triple butter blend, can I use this on my face? You can use the crushed oats and honey as well as the activated charcoal on your face. I never encourage people to use the rose clay. If I hadn't have added fragrance in here, this would have been a perfect facial bar. I'm probably going to do this one again with no fragrance. But I never like to have you put anything with essential oil on your skin. Now, that's my aunt calling. Soap crack in the middle because the butter and oils and lye water are still a bit too hot. Yep, that happened to my soap. It does fix itself when it cools down. It does. And then you can also kind of push it together. Nobody knows, nobody gets hurt. But I'm sorry, going back to Lara, I hope I'm saying your name. I got a super sticker. Thank you for the super sticker. I don't know what that means, but it kind of showed up on here like it was something that I needed to acknowledge. So thank you for that, Lara. The activated charcoal and kaolin clay is really good for the face. The crushed oats and honey. And then my number one soap is triple butter blend for that dry skin. Yo, that's a whole wrap for a whole nother time. But those are the 3 bars that I say you can use on your skin with no issues. So we're going to finish cutting these. I'm going to give you guys a bit of a break for this Super Soap Sunday, and then we're going to come back and make the triple butter blend. It's not as exciting because triple butter blend has no additional colors or fragrances. It's our 100% natural bar made of cocoa butter, mango butter, shea butter, and then our base recipe as well. But it is extremely moisturizing while at the same time cleanses your skin. So I'm excited about a couple of things. Number one, we have those backdrops and we're cutting this soap today. So if you're not connected with me on Instagram, or if you're not already on the By Zakia website, connect with me on Instagram at By Zakia or Live Soap School, either one. And you'll see the pictures that I used to post and then me using the backdrops that I showed you today. And so I'm going to get a chance to take the pictures of this stuff and then also get a chance to kind of go grab something to eat and get this camera swapped out so that we can get an overhead view. The reason why I mentioned is not as interesting is because there's no colors. The only thing you'll be able to see is the saponification process when we go overhead with that, because you'll see how it transitions from those fatty acids into the actual soap. You'll see it kind of go more of an opaque color, and then we pour it, which is kind of relaxing in and of itself. Oh, that's not all we now. I do have a new soap cutter coming too. I like these 2 end pieces. You can put them together like that. They kind of make a something. Yeah, you can't see nothing. Sunlight. Look at that. I'll have to hold it up here. I'll show you this way. My goodness. Don't they look like they are connected somehow, somewhat, whatever. But they were from 2 parts of the soap and it kind of still melds. Look at this one. This the one right here. You ready? Look at that. Looks like genies. I don't know if it's coming across. Maybe. Maybe it did. Maybe it did not. But I know it's not coming across with that sun hitting it. Golden hour is good for some things, but not live streaming, because it kind of just cuts it off. All right, everyone. Well, this has been a lot of fun. I got a super heart, super chat, something over there. Great afternoon, Deetra. How are you? It says something else. You got a super sticker. That's what it is. Levi, thank you so much for the super sticker. All right, oh no, that's JoJo. All right, So if you are just now coming on, you missed a whole lot, and there's a reason to watch the replay. Number one, I'm Zakia. If you have not already liked, subscribed, shared, follow, and hit that bell on YouTube, you will miss the next time that we go live on the platform. And what we did was we did some unboxing on what it's like for the life of an entrepreneur, right? So you always see that finished thing of when they click the go live button or they've posted whatever it is on Instagram. And in order for us to get that, there's inventory that we have to do. We actually have to have the products available we have to have the raw ingredients to make the final products. So I have to do the inventory today, but I was not going to make sure that you all had to stick around for that tedious task. And then I get to play music. Can't do that on these live streams. That's another story. But then we also opened our brand new backdrops that we will be using. Something's falling. For product photography, right? So you guys can imagine without the sun hitting it all crazy, right? You can imagine without the sun hitting it in a really close-up shot, getting different images. And I think we had at least 20 backdrops and props. And then the last thing that we did was we cut our 3 batches of soap that we made live. You can probably look wherever you're watching now in our replay history, because that was the last live stream that we did where we made the crushed oats and honey, our rose clay soap, and then our activated charcoal and kaolin clay. There was a question about what's great for the face: crushed oats and honey, activated charcoal, and triple butter blend. They're the only 3 soaps that I ever recommend using for your face because there's no additional chemicals, no fragrances, and no colorants added to them. They're 100% natural. So not only will they cleanse, the triple butter blend and the crushed oats and honey will both add moisture to your skin. If you have acne prone, oily skin that you just don't want any extra moisture added, this would be the one for you. And the rose clay one is a fantastic one as well. And last but not least was the showing of one of the tools that we got as a recommendation from the product photography workshop. On a scale of 1 to 10, I think I give it about a 6 for my purposes, but I'm biased because I've used several tripods in my day. So we will come back when I get the overhead camera set up. So hopefully you'll be able to come back. We'll rock out to some soap tunes, also known as soap funk, as we make up our 30-pound batch of triple butter blend and prepare to make our 30-pound batch of lemongrass, because both of them have now sold out. I am Zakia Ringgold, where it is so much more than soap. Thank you for being here with me. I'm going to give you just a little bit of our soap funk. Got that one? Okay, seriously. Come back in about 25, 30 minutes and we will make our triple butter blend. Bye, everybody.